Miss Jamie Davis.
Good evening, Toastmasters.
Good evening.
How often do we wish our children to adulthood?
Often.
When they were newborn. I wish you could hold your own bottle. I wish you could talk so I understood what you really want. I wish, and the list could go on and on. And as they get older, we go to, I wish you were in school. I wish you were in college. I wish you were an adult. I wish you had children so you know what it's like to raise you. And in all of our wishing, we truly mean no harm. We're just looking at the moment. But how often in looking at the moment and wishing past the moment do we take time to cherish the moment? Some years ago, I met a lady who told me a very dear story she learned from her little girl. You see, this was a single mom, and she was raising 3 kids. And she had 2 jobs. The kids were 5, 4, and 3. Every day, this mom would get her kids up, get them together, prepare their breakfast, and rush them out to school and childcare while she hurried away to her first job. One day, in the hustle and bustle of the day, her oldest daughter came to her and said, "Mom, you know, you ought to pray with us, because one day you might not have me, because I might not be here always." And her mom laughed as she thought about the fact that her little girl might not be there always. But what she thought about was how quick they were already growing up. 5, 4, 3. She remembered when there were 1 so many months in the belly. They were growing so fast, and so she thought to herself, I will take this moment and I will pray with them every day. Now everyone knows what your schedule tends to turn into. You may prepare in your heart to do something every day, but things happen. So time to time, prayer will become hard in the moment, but that persistent little girl would say, "Mommy, remember, you might not have me always." And so mom would stop. She would pause from her very, very busy morning, and she would stop to pray with all 3 of her kids. Then one day, out of the blue, her oldest daughter, the 5-year-old, the very persistent one, hopped out of bed in excitement, ran to her mother's room, and jumped on the bed and said, "Mommy, Mommy, Mommy, wake up! I had a beautiful dream." And her mom, "Yes, baby, what was it?" She said, "Oh, Mommy, it was me and Jasmine and Michael, and we were in this beautiful place. The clouds were big and puffy, and we were big kids. And there were a lot of people there, and everybody was happy, Mommy. Nobody was fussing at us because we were big kids, but everybody was happy." And her mom thought to herself, it sounds like a beautiful dream, but Jasmine, Michael, and her, where was Michelle? You see, Jasmine was the cousin, but Michelle was her younger sister. So mom was trying to think, why was Michelle not included in the dream? Okay, it was a dream. Good job. Very good dream. Now let's go on with that day. Come, get off the bed. Okay, Mommy, but remember, we need to pray, because I might not be here always. So her mom got all the kids together. They went into the kitchen, she prepared their breakfast, and she sent them off to school. Then one day, Mom is at work, second job. She got a call from her mother, her kid's grandmother. It seemed that the then the youngest granddaughter, Michelle. The firemen said that when they got to the second floor of the house, they found the 3 kids in the bathroom, huddled on the floor, covering each other. And they looked as if they were asleep, but they all had suffocated to death due to the smoke. So, of course, any mother, when you get this news and you arrive there and you see your babies, you are completely torn apart. She cried and cried and cried for days. A few days later, a day or 2 before the funeral, in this mother's heartfelt, hard time, she looked over to her last remaining child. And as she started to cry one more time, she heard that voice, "You might not have me always." And she started to rejoice because she knew what the dream was. There was something already preparing her heart for what was about to happen. She stopped looking at the time she had lost and started cherishing the moments that she had. And that's what I encourage you to do today, or I urge you today. Start to cherish the moment of all of those people that you have in your life. And as this little persistent, brave, bold, faith-filled little girl said, you might not have them always. Thank you, Toastmaster.
So unfair. You have me all mesmerized. I forgot I was supposed to be up here.